How's it going, ScrubGamers? Welcome back to another video in the DBS Interview series. Today I'm joined by Christelle Monod, who recently placed 13th place with her red-blue Soul Striker list in the June CardMarket Regional. Do I say hi, Christelle?
Yes, hi.
So, on the CardMarket Regional, you end up going an impressive 6-2, securing yourself in the top 16 with a Soul Striker, which is a deck I think we almost see all the time now, like at least once in the top cuts or the webcam events. And you managed to secure it this time with 13th place. What was your reason behind choosing this deck over the many other decks available at the moment in the format?
Because when this leader attacks, it seems like it's awakened its turn. When tap 2 and drawing 1 is wonderful. So since I start to play this leader, I don't want to change. I don't want to play another one.
Yeah, because it does have a really strong awakening turn where you literally you draw 2 for an awakening, and as soon as you swing, you essentially draw 3 and untap 2, which is very, very good.
Yes, yes.
And it is a leader that after it came out when the game first started, it was a leader that everybody loved and wanted rebooted, and Bandai luckily gave us it as well.
Yes, it's very general. We can build the deck as many ways. We can use many ways to build the deck with this leader. This is also what I meant.
Yeah, because it can compete with Baby for the best blue deck, blue leader, because Baby is very strong. But even then, like, this is a strong contender as well. It's just a pity that at the moment blue seems to get hit a lot by Bandai just for being blue.
Yes, blue is for me the best color.
Yeah.
To my style, to my game style, anyway.
So for anybody that doesn't know what the leader does, it's basically to rebuild the old starter deck one. But it's changed up where now it used to be when you attack, you untap an energy, but now you got the option of you draw 1 or untap up mono blue energy, so it's restricted to mono blue. Then Awaken is like those old ones where you at 4, you're either at 4 life, or if you've got a blue Unison of 3, which as you see Christelle runs Unisons to help Awaken guarantee on turn 3. You draw 2 and flip over. Then when you you switch. When you attack, you draw 1 and tap 2 mono blue energy. So it's heavily restricted to mono blue, unlike the old one, which is just any blue energy. And then you can also untap a Unison at the end of the turn as well.
Yes. The point is that with the old one, when it's not awakened, you cannot draw, and I think this is the problem.
Yeah, it kind of got outphased over time.
Yeah. I like to draw at the beginning. I don't need to untap my energy. I need to draw.
So with your list, you went for the red-blue variant. What was your reasoning for going over for red-blue over just going for mono-blue?
My reason is the freezer for 5, because when I started Dragon Ball in March, I was playing Lens, and I always lost on the freezer. So I thought that I want to play the freezer now. I want to freeze the people. So this is why I choose that.
Yeah, because that freezer's become like a very good ender for that blue is picking up now. Because even if you didn't play like the red-blue like you're playing, some people play the old from set 3 is a blue extra card that allows you to play a 5 cost or less blue battle card from your hand. So they use that once they get the 4 energy to play out the freezers, to play it like a turn earlier, a little bit cheaper, while also bouncing something on board. And then you're allowed to, then that brings it out to just swing with then, because it's a very strong card.
Yeah. It's very important to have that red in the blue for the topo, because it's the only end turn. I mean, I also have the trunks, but the topos is a very good end turn for the opponent.
Yeah, because
And when I play, I tried the mono blue Soul Spiker, but I'm always missing the topo.
yeah, Topo is one of the best game enders. As soon as it hits the board on your opponent's turn, if they want, unless they've got a deck that, like Dark Broly, for example, that doesn't mind ditching cards to be able to attack because they get resources from the drop, they're normally going to end their turn there and not bother attacking anymore.
Yeah, that's the problem. I didn't find any solutions yet for that.
So with your list, quite standard with some of the tech choices. You run two Abuni, which I imagine was for a bit of aggression. For if you needed to go a bit, put pressure on.
I don't really like that card because each time I try to make the active name, it never works. Really never. So people say, yeah, it's very cool. You can say Obuni and then untap a blue energy. Really, I have never had that happen for me. So, but still can be aggressive and depends on the situation. I don't use it a lot, honestly, or I use it to have more combos. Like if I'm on the last attack with my leader, for 4, I can play Obuni and then attack with my leader, untap 2, and then combo with Obuni and all the tokens.
Yeah, so like for 4 energy, you can get quite a bit of combo power out of that, which is pretty cool. Yeah. And yeah, like you said, like it's like sometime with like there is a chance you could get an extra energy untap by its effect, but also since set 10 released, we've got a new card type that can stop you from getting it. So like now you've got a 1 in 3 chance off the top of hitting the type of card you want.
But I don't really like this kind of cards that are regarding the chance, the luck. You know, if you're unlucky, you can lose a lot.
You also ran 2 Unbreakable Super Saiyan Son Goku. What was your reason running just 2 copies of this?
First of all, I need to have how to say, like enough red, so I can play the blue red. So I need to find a balance between the blue and the red, and then this card is cool against aggressive deck because I can combo and draw a card, so it's free, something like free. And because I untap energies, I don't really care about tapping my energy to play once at 10. It's like another super combo. Okay, it costs 1, but I can draw 1 card, and then I have many ways to untap the mana, the energy I have tapped. So sometimes at the end it can help me a lot at the end attack. You know, the last attack. Also.
Did you ever find
one more chance to top draw something?
So did you ever find you really needed it for a red, or was it just there? Or did you find that it was do you find it too helpful? Because you've got 4 of the ape as well in there, so I imagine that would be enough draw power, or would it not?
Because the ape is I use it to protect myself at the beginning from aggressive deck, and then during my turn, I have space to draw 2 cards. For these, I directly draw the card. So if someone is very aggressive and I really need to over the attack, I put plus 10k and then I draw 1 more card that I can also combo.
Yeah, because that's like one of the benefits really of the Goku is that you can combo off the ape defensively, tap 2 to draw 2, and then swing and untap those 2 energy. So you essentially got a free 2. You basically got a draw free for essentially nothing with this leader.
Yeah, you do. And it's plus 10. Plus 10 is cool.
Yeah.
With only 1 card. It can also help to kill something boring, 20k or 30k. For example, if I attack with a 20k, like Oboni, on a demigraph, for example, I can attack with the Oboni and then I can combo with this one. I don't lose cards. And if you want to defend the demigraph, he has to combo over it.
Mm-hmm. And lastly, with your unison choice, you've only run 5 unisons, with it being 3 of the baby and 2 of the Raditz. What was the reason for only running 3 baby, and what was the reason for running Raditz?
So at the beginning, I was playing 4 babies, and like I told you, I'm a very lucky girl, so I never see my unison. So I think 5 is need to be, even if I have 4 ape that has me throw a lot. 5 is need to be. So then I choose 3 baby and 2 Reddit because the meta is a little bit aggressive, and I think it's nice to have a blocker and to have the -2 of the Reddit to remove something boring like the demigraph, for example, or something else, and then double block. So for 1 turn, I can handle boring battle, and then I can block at least once. It depends of the power of the attack. But I love the baby, so I always want to play the baby to do the -5 on my final attack.
Yeah, because the -5 on the baby is very strong, and especially since you're playing the baby Golden Avenger as well, which once you've done the -5, it can be played by just discarding 2 cards and make sure that that double strike leader swing at 30k power base that connects.
Yes, and to activate the counter, the baby golden. So yeah, the -5 is very strong, and when I don't have it, I don't really know how to win without that.
So that's the deck seems quite really solid, and of course it is quite solid because it secured you 13th place at the end. Do you remember much about your matchups at all?
Yes, more or less.
Talk us through your matchups. So, what do you play against round 1?
Okay, the first one was Mecha Freezer, yellow-blue Mecha Freezer. It was quite an easy match for me because I'm really used to playing against Mecha Freezer. In my community, we have some Mecha Freezer players. So I know how to play against that. And the guy who plays the Mecha Freezer just starts with the deck, so he forgot many things. And so the match was quite easy.
What about your round 2?
The second one was King Cold. This one was more difficult because my hand was terrible. I didn't have any apparitions, but I had a super combo. I had the topos, but I had nothing to untap my red-blue entities. And finally, the guy has to go, so he has to quit the game.
That's quite lucky.
Yes, I'm very lucky because honestly, I don't really think that I could win that game. It was too horrible.
So I imagine normally King Cold would be quite a strong matchup because you control quite a bit, and you've got the guarantee.
Yeah.
As long as you see Unison by turn 3, you can awaken easy enough, and you can unless they're using the Majin Buu secret rare, they can't really stop many of your negates.
Yeah, but it depends what I have in my hand. But the problem is that if I have the topo but I don't have anything to untap, I have to use the Senzu and then topo. I think that is horrible. I'm losing value, and I have to do that maybe twice because I have no choice. Yeah, and the super combo, I had the super combo, but I need to over combo each time. That's also horrible. I lost a lot of value at the beginning.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah. Then the third one, I played against Seltzer. Seltzer, usually I have 100% loss in that, but
Hmm.
uh, the guy, the way he played, um, yeah, at the beginning he played Ribrian a lot, and I play Ape a lot. So finally, the number of cards in my hand were the same. And at the maybe turn three, so he didn't attack my life. So to control my cards in my hand, he just attacked with the critics. It was quite boring. And then, yeah, I think it was turn three. I have no card in hand. He has two cards in hand. And he put the Rosie. So Rosie made me discard what I had, so no more cards. And he attacked. I had three life. And I wasn't awakened. And he made me discard a lot before. So I thought that with only two cards in hand, maybe it cannot make me discard anymore. So I was thinking, do I have to awake or not, or keep my awaken for my turn so I can keep my cards in my hand.
Hmm.
But if I don't awake, I just have to take the three attacks of roses, and then he has two other critics. So I decided to awaken, and I throw a super combo and the Goku. I don't know the English name.
Unbreakable.
The Unbreakable. So I draw these two. I was full tap, so I super combo on the first attack of Rosie, and I decided to do not play the Goku for now, just to keep it for the next attack. And then when he attacked, I try to think at the same time. I know that I combo on the critics, and I took the life on the Roses. And the last one, I combo with the Goku, so +10 and draw one card. And in my life and in my draw, at the end I had two cards and one life rest. And I got the ape, the yellow ape, the golden
Yeah.
baby, and he has only three lives. And I think no, it was the turn four because I had five energies at my turn. I decided to put all my energies each time, even if I don't have cards in hand. For turn two, three, and four, I put the energies even without any cards in hand because I knew that I can top a cooler, a freezer, or a frozen, and that happened. And then, so it didn't kill me. And when it made his leader effect, it used to make me discard and not choose to that my battle will arrive fast. So I think that was the big mistake.
Yeah.
And at my turn, I draw Obuni, so I just have the choice of the field. Do I play Obuni or do I play the Golden Baby? And he had three lives, two cards in hand. He was full tap. He cannot do anything. So I choose the golden baby and then combo what I can combo. So we do the triple strike. So I think I was lucky in my draw and maybe made some mistakes.
Yeah, it seems like luck would have been a factor in that one. Like,
Yeah,
if he wasn't
yeah.
able to kill you.
So yeah, for me it was the biggest win because I never win against center. So
What about your turn?
then
What about your game 4?
for Bodak, Uh, Bodak, it was quite easy also because I attack his unison, so he cannot combo. And then when I have everything in my hands, I just need to do the -5 of the baby unison and double strike on my leader and baby golden counter and just everything in your face.
Yeah, it sounds like
Uh,
I know with the blue matchup, especially against things like Bojack, it gets
yeah,
very
yeah, yeah,
grindy. and it's all about the who's got the
Yeah,
better resource management.
yeah. And then he said he didn't have a good hand, so maybe it helps also.
What
Then
about game 5?
the number 5, Mert, Dark Broly. I have something like 90% lose against Dark Broly. If you play Super Kamea, I'm just out. And that's what happened. You just control the game from A to Z. I cannot do anything during all the game. It was very, very headache. When I topo, it's Super Kamea. When I not topo, it's just Mystic Kabura, the trunks, and I just cannot do anything.
Yeah, that sounds like Dark
Yeah,
Broly.
and I didn't attack him at the beginning just to let him at stakes, to not help him to awake, waiting the time that I can get the Unison and the Golden Baby and all the weapons I need. And then I got the Freezer. So I played the Freezer, it was at 5 life. I played the Freezer, attack with the Freezer to try to put the triple because I know that Dark Broly cannot do anything if he takes the triple when he's at 5. But it just lineages my Freezer. I knew he will do that, but he always had the answer in his hand. Yeah. So cannot do anything. Then I play another Freezer and freeze my own Freezer that he told me, but he can negate all the attacks. And when he attacks, if I support friends, he just super Kamea.
Yeah.
Yeah. And after, because I freeze a lot, he mills a lot, and he can play a lot of Broly from his war, from his space.
Yeah, that's one thing with Dark Broly is like you can mill them. You can, like there's a chance you can mill them out, but the more you mill, the more resources you're giving them.
Yes, it's very difficult. He knows. I have the feeling that he really knows what I have in my hand and what I will play and what I will draw. You
It's
really know
like he had a sense
the
of what.
matchup. Yes, it's very difficult against someone like that. That's strong. So
Yeah.
no sense for me. No sense for me.
Yeah, because Mert is a very good player, probably one of the best in
Yeah,
Europe at the moment.
yeah, yeah. Then the number 6, I played again King Vegeta, Max Box. Max Box is also a good player, and this game really made me sick because I had the win in my hand and I forgot to play it. So I lost the game. He didn't have a good hand at the beginning, so he played a bit slowly. So it takes me, I had time to prepare everything. And then because he had on the board Jiren Unison and the Vegeta that puts minus 10k when the battle arrives.
Yeah.
So I cannot play my Freezer because if I play my Freezer, he puts minus 10 with the Jiren, minus 10 with the leader, minus 10 with the Vegeta. So I thought in my hand I had the Saiyan, the Masked Saiyan. So I thought, okay, I don't care about Vegeta. I can kill it when I want. Even if I take the crit, I don't care, I have 4 life. And I was looking for the baby golden, so I can do the -5 on my unison and play my Freezer, and if the Yamcha, I can baby golden the Yamcha. So I played other battles to make it wait the Yamcha. He wait maybe 2 Yamchas, so I thought that he don't have more. And then when I throw my baby golden, I thought, okay, now I can go. I have everything. He cannot win. He just cannot win. He has 7 battle cards on the board and 12 cards in the deck. So I just have to try and masquerade the Vegeta, and then he has 6 battles. And I put the Freezer, -5 of the unison, play the Freezer. If he do something, I can baby golden, and then I just freeze everything, and he lost all the cards in his deck. And then I just forget to play So I was so happy to get the golden for 5 Freezer, -10, -10, -10. Bye bye. Yeah. And then I just lost because I was full tap and cannot do anything. So that's the way the game ended. So I was really upset about myself because I really should win that game. But
Yeah, because
anyway,
that's one of the best things with the King Vegeta deck. If you do, that's one of the benefits I see with the 5-drop is that you can easily get the Jiren down on a turn 3, and then even
but it protects it a lot.
Yeah, because even with no prior setup on your turn 4, you can easily just use the field to get a young invader, drop switching gears, and then an EX evolve on top of that with the Vegeta, and you've got that set up with no prior setup. So anything, yes. So as you said, you can minus I think by 30k. Any point.
The problem is that I couldn't kill the Jiren because I cannot put a battle on the board. When I put a battle, I can handle this battle with my apparition, cooler, and Satan and Boo. But the problem is when it arrives, it just put -10, -10. So I have no way to put a battle on the board to kill the Jiren. So I have only the unison attack and leader attack, and he always protects it.
Yeah, because
I really tried. Yeah.
What
so
about?
This is why I choose the line of -5 Golden and the Super Saiyan, the Masked Saiyan. Well, I just forget to play the card.
What about your game 7? How did that go?
Game 7 King Kong again. Honestly, it didn't really exist in the game. I forgot the way I killed him, but maybe with did I play opening? I'm not sure because I was scared of Darman. I forgot it's aggressive apparition and kill the boring small things, the berry blue and Paragus, and focus also the unison to make it waste the counters, and then aggressive the leader.
Okay.
I've done something like that. I forgot a little bit. It was quite quick game.
Yes, that's something that can happen with King Cole, because where they take their life down to 4, if they can't kill you or they can't do much, then it makes it easier to take them out once they get down to 4 life, because you pressure them a lot depending on what they've drawn.
Yes.
But what about your final game?
And the final game was the game Shenron. I think he made also mistakes. I didn't attack his life. I attacked his battle. And he made mistakes because when he played the unison for 4, he just killed his unison to take a color from me. So I was very happy that he killed his unison. I didn't understand why he was doing that. Anyway. And he also, when I attack on his battle, he didn't use the blocker. He just combo on the battle. So he lost a lot of cards from his hand. So when I saw that he was doing that, I just continued to attack the battles up to that he don't have any cards in hand. Then I just collect all the coolers and the Satan to kill the Shenron 8 and Shenron 9. So after that, I can do whatever I want, freezer or whatever. On the board, I had something like Obuni with the token, 2 or 3 coolers, 1 or 2 Satan, and a freezer, and then can do the minus of the unison. It was disgusting.
Yeah, so that sounds like such a big board of such big things.
Yeah, I had a very big board, and it doesn't have anything. You cannot do anything because you just combo to protect his battle. So I think he makes a lot of mistakes also, maybe.
Yeah, because with having the freeze on board against the old version of Sin, where it's quite stalling until turn 6, is if you don't get out turn 6 with Freezer beyond the clear board, then it doesn't really do much. Like it's quite a bad matchup for them.
What was difficult for him is when I filled all his board with my apparition. I made maybe 4 apparitions in 1 turn. So I killed everything on the board, and then I had a lot of battles on the board, so was fine, and he doesn't have anything in hand. So we just have no choice than taking the life and die slowly.
Yeah, once you get the 5 energy as well, they're like one of their main defense being Heishenron is then useless because once you get the 5 energy, your freezer and your coolers and stuff,
Yes.
they're all unaffected, which is not something Shinsenron wants.
Yes. And then after that, I can wait also more because if I don't kill him at that turn and then turn 6, he can take everything back on the board with the leader effect, and I had the trunk in my hand, so I can just trunk everything, go back in your hand, and you cannot do anything. It's full tap, and that's over also.
Yeah. So in the end with that, you managed to go through that the thing, only losing 2 times, going 6-2
Yes.
to make top 16. If you were, are you going to enter the next one we have coming up in July?
Yes, of course. I don't know if I will play that, but I'm also working on Baby Blue that I like also a lot. So
Yeah.
I still don't really know what I will play because I love the freezer so much.
If you were to play this deck again for the next one, are there any changes you feel you make for the list at all?
Honestly, I don't know. It will depend on the meta. Maybe try with 3 relics and 2 babies. This is what could be maybe better, but I have difficulties to play blockers, and I prefer attacking and counter than block.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not really, but seems good to have a double blocker if the meta is a little bit aggressive. Maybe one more strength against hard rolling, but with the super camera is useless. I need to find solutions to go over that, and I don't really have one for now. But
Yeah.
I don't know if I would have anything. Honestly, I like the deck like it is now. I have tried many things. I'm quite happy with that solution.
That's good. Yeah. Because it seems like they both those unisons fulfill different roles. Like one's a bit better for against aggressive decks because it can block multiple times, and the other one's quite good for just accumulating markers to make it harder to get rid of, and also if it survives with 5 markers, giving you a pretty aggressive turn on the next turn.
Yeah. Maybe I would remove the Gohan and Piccolo because on the CardMarket series, I don't really need it. I need it in French, the French regional, because there are a lot of black bullets against blue, so that card is really cool against that. But I don't see that much in the CardMarket series. The meta is a little bit different.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe I will remove that card because actually I have 52 cards. I like to play 51. I didn't find what I can remove. I had only 3 8s, showing 8, but I thought 51 cards with 3 8. Maybe I can play 4 8 and go up to 52. So I decided to keep my 4 8.
Okay. Yeah. 4 8 seems quite a good shout. But before we end the video, are there any shouts you want to give before we end this?
No, and the people that I want to thank, they know.
Okay.
They know. I already thanked everybody that helped me a lot, especially the people that train with me every day, and the people that answers my questions every day and give me advices.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's good to know already.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Actually, the number 2, the one I play against, in call because we had to drop.
But anyway, so thank you for coming on the duo interview to basically just give your view and experience with the from the day on with the deck. And thanks anybody for watching. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe to keep updated with videos. And see you in the next one. And see you all in the next video. Bye for now.
Yeah.